Honor, a term used to show admiration and respect for a person or their actions. Within the game of Red Dead Redemption 2, there is a system that uses your character's action to measure just how honorable your character is. So what if we took this system and used it to measure just how fast we can take an arguably honorable John Marston and throw him to the 7th circle of hell? This is Honorless Percent, a speedrun I'm sure countless people have thought of, so I said fuck it, I'm going to do it. So let's see just how fast I can turn our morally questionable character into complete masochist and terrorist. Now before we get into the rules and everything for this video, I just want to say none of the actions I actually condone doing in real life. This is just for a fun game challenge, so do not take any of this to heart because what this is pretty much domestic terrorism in a video game. Yeah, so don't fucking do domestic terrorism. Okay, let's get into it. First off, the rules of the speedrun. Time starts as soon as you lose your first bit of honor and ends when you reach the lowest honor possible. You are allowed to lose honor in any way possible. Any way possible. So what did I do? Well, of course I committed domestic terrorism and bombed the market and then shot any bystanders that came in the way while in the middle of a high-speed chase with the cops. Why do you ask? Okay, so maybe that wasn't specific enough, so let's just get into the strat I took. My plan was to kill as many innocent people as fast as possible, since that loses tons of honors, and if you kill enough fast enough, your honor will plummet in mere seconds. So the best spot I found to do this is in Saint-Denis. There are so many innocent people grouped up in so many areas that it was the perfect spot to do the run. So I would start all the runs in the market where I would spam down 8 explosive arrows to drop my honor almost halfway. The market was the perfect spot I found to start the run due to how close everyone is together. You are able to let's say, remove people from this plane of existence super fast. Then we'll get on my horse and ride around causing as much madness as I could. The horse was super important for this run since it would allow you to evade the police without harming them, because shooting a police officer does not lose you honor, so it's just a waste of time. And as police spawn in the area, the amount of pedestrians that remain in the areas drastically reduce. So being on the move to areas where more people are is important. God, I feel so awful. Alright, now that we have some of the strategies, some of the awful strategies we used down, let's go into some of the runs and see how fast we were able to do this. So for my first successful run, I was trying to get the feel of the run and ended up with a time of 7:14.96, which was far from as fast as I knew I could get it, because I could massacre a whole city much faster. Much faster. I really, at the time of the run, wasn't utilizing my horse enough, not really realizing how much of a useful tool it was, and believe me, it's so useful. And as the stream went on, I was able to optimize the run more and more, because who doesn't like shooting the shit out of NPCs faster? I know I do. So I used the area Saint-Denis had to basically do what I call the loop of eternal pain. It's not really a complete loop, but close enough. Basically, what I do is blow up the market like what any sane Red Dead player would do. What are you talking about? Then I would get on my horse and ride over to the bus stop, annihilating any pedestrian I saw, including four horses. From there, I would then go around the streets of Saint-Denis to the industrial docks, as I like to call them, to hopefully get the last kills I need for an optimized run. Granted, there were plenty of hiccups with this plan, the first big one of course being the police. Not necessarily them shooting me, since to solve that I can chug miracle tonics, but them shooting my horse. Shit, alright, that's my horse down. Basically, if my horse died and I still had over 25% of my honor, or was in a spot where no one was around, but the cops were, the run was dead. Like, there was no saving it. And next up was my horse. Anyone who has played Red Dead at all and has ridden a horse, they know how fucked up the controls of it can be. So sometimes I will be trying to shoot something, and my horse will be like, fuck you, we're going straight into this pole. which, let's be honest, I deserve it, but in terms of the runs, yeah, my horse ruined quite a few runs. And let's not forget the shooting on a horse. Jesus, it's hard. I have to use Deadeye quite a bit to hit people often, which is not a huge time loss, but an annoyance nonetheless, since then I basically have to take at least 2 chewing tobaccos during the run, which kind of is a loss, but the big time loss when it comes to Deadeye is the animated kill scenes. Those fucking animations take up at least 10 seconds most of the time, which is annoying, and they randomly appear. So like, you never know when you're gonna get them. You can even get them when you're normally shooting. So like, I feel like I do have to bring them up because they're annoying for this run. But over time, I overcame these issues, and I got a run that vaguely followed the plan that I laid out, and to this day is the best run I have of this. Let's take a look at it. Some of the less populated areas, get them out of the way. Holy. Not really. I'm just going about shooting people. My plan, so I actually kind of do have a plan. I'm just going to kind of circle around over there. Holy hell. Alright, let's keep moving. Over to the duck. Time! Holy hell. Well, for domestic terrorism in a video game and multiple murders, I'm definitely going to be put on the FBI's most wanted list. Probably for the next few weeks. I gotta lie a bit low. But if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe and try out the run yourself and send me your optimized runs. Figure out better ways to do this. This is my way of doing it, but your way is probably way better. I bet someone can get sub 3 minutes. maybe even sub 2 minutes. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Have a nice night.